All right, this is slightly off the beaten track, but I'm going to ask you, what does a dead dog have to do with our political opinions? Well, I'll answer that after I've told you I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. Now, this video was sparked by a combination of two circumstances. A quote from a subscriber, or maybe not a subscriber by now, and then this, which I saw in Saturday's Telegraph. Hang on. And it is, I spent £39,000 cloning my dog. I couldn't live without him. Right, I can't find it online, so that's why I'm showing you the paper. Okay, well, I saw that and I immediately thought of a comment under one of my recent videos. I made a video in which I'd quoted from the Guardian newspaper. As a matter of fact, the story was in several papers. I just happened on the Guardian report first. Anyway, the comment underneath was, "Why are you reading the lying Guardian?" Well, I read the Guardian because I want to know what they're saying. Because there are many who find the opinions expressed in the Guardian conform to their own view of the world. And so I want to keep an eye on what they're thinking. Sometimes, I have to admit, I find what I'm reading deeply distasteful, repellent, whatever. But that's not the point, is it? Even a stopped clock tells the right time twice a day. Well, all right, once if it's digital. And sometimes the Guardian might actually get it right, even if only by mistake. We have to be aware of that. We are not all always right, whatever side we're on. Now, I'm quite sure the Guardian readers have the same attitude to reading stuff in the Daily Telegraph as I have to reading stuff in the Guardian. But we have to resist the impulse to drop into the comfortable featherbed of our own opinions. Many social scientists are noticing now that the internet, well, they're saying, the internet encourages echo chamber behaviour, and that's not good. I remember somebody talking about how Trump got elected, and some woke California friend of theirs said something like, "I don't know how he got elected. Everybody I know was voting for Clinton." Well, yeah, she didn't realise that outside her bubble there were people with different opinions, and she didn't want to know that. And the trouble is, there's such a choice of websites. People can choose to access only those with which they agree. I don't know how many times I've seen posts under a video I've made with something like it's just about the same message every time. And it usually runs along the lines of, "Well, up to now, I've agreed with everything you said, but you're completely wrong on this," and then unsubscribed. I don't know what they think I'd do about that. But it's a common enough attitude, and anybody who puts out anything on the internet will have had that happen to them frequently. And it's happening all over. You try and give conservative opinions in a room full of teachers, see how far you get. We're seeing this in the MSM, of course, and now here in the civil service, and of course in politics. And it's spiralling worse. I mean, especially in politics, it's become ever more vicious, ever more intolerant, ever more divided. And of course, it's a bad sign, and it's getting worse still. And as I said, what sparked me to make this video was this article in the Daily Telegraph. I shall remind you. Yep. I spent $39,000 cloning my dog. I couldn't live without him. That's a lot of money. She was unable to live with the death of her faithful and, I quite believe, loving and much loved dog. So when the dog was terminally ill, she had him cloned, so she'd effectively have the same dog again. Frankly, I don't think it will be the same dog, whatever the genetic inheritance. But setting that aside, if it is the same dog, it means that this woman is unprepared to accept the possibility of any difference in her life, any development, any break and restart, any chance to see possibly how another dog might approach a particular situation. She's foregone any chance to give another sort of dog a home and a comfortable life. In fact, she's denying the chance of herself growing psychologically, as we've all got to come to terms with the dreadful reality of death. But that's part of the human condition. This woman has a concept of dog in which she cannot accept the possibility of change or development or, well, difference. And she is, in fact, reenacting what is going on throughout society. I'm not blaming her particularly, because cloning dogs has been done, well, for quite a while now. Maybe the past 10 years they've been doing it. But it's wrong. I mean, I can understand people cloning racehorses if they want to try and get a certain type of horse. I can see the point in that. But the idea of cloning your dog simply because you want to see that same dog coming through your door, I think it's a symptom of a sickness in our society that we might be considering quite dangerous, really, for our society. Okay, till next time. You can help my channel by clicking like, by subscribing, by clicking the notification bell, and by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels are in the description, also links to donation sites, but really the best way you can help me is simply by clicking like. Thank you.